This is Mark Wayne Mullen, a United States Senator. He has a 5-0 undefeated record in MMA, and I will tell you why that matters in a minute. He also claims that he had been bullied in his younger years because of a bad leg, to which he adapted his lifeline motto, always stand up to bullies.
I don't like bullies. I've never dealt good with bullies at all. I've raised my boys not to deal with bullies. They stand up for other people.
Now, this is Sean O'Brien. He's the general president of one of the largest unions in the United States. He and Senator Mullen have had a series of back and forth over disagreements. O'Brien took to social media what he thought about Mullen and tweeted several times about him. In one tweet, O'Brien said, "You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy." On that same tweet, he enclosed a picture of Mullen standing on top of a box behind a podium with the hashtag #LilMan Syndrome. His tweets got into Mullen's nerves, prompting him to challenge O'Brien in a cage match for charity. O'Brien never responded, so when they met each other again in a congressional hearing a few days ago, Senator Mullen challenged O'Brien to a brawl yet again, and right inside the congressional hall they were in.
Any place, anytime, cowboy. We can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every poll?
April 30th. How about we do it for a charity at the Smoking Guns in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Here, Mullen justifies his actions, stating that O'Brien had been a bully towards him behind a keyboard.
What happens all the time is you got these keyboard warriors that's going to go out there and run their mouth all the time, and then they don't ever have to face their consequences. I get there's people on social media that'll do this constantly. I'll never see them. This guy, I did. And this wasn't his first time. He did this to me 5 separate times.
He claims that he was standing up to bullies, yet his radar conveniently skips over his own contributions to the chaos. Now back to his undefeated MMA record mentioned a few moments ago. Bully, by definition, is someone who intimidates another person who is perceived as vulnerable. And in Mullen's case, it's hypocritical for him to conveniently sidestep accountability for his own missteps. According to Mullen, he was simply calling out O'Brien, but by flexing his guns and his eagerness to showcase his MMA experience towards another guy who haven't had any professional fighting experience at all through a charity is no doubt a perfect example of what bullying really is. Disguising it as standing up to bullies makes it even worse. What Mullen fails to realize is that he was actually being called out for his inconsistencies in the first place.
I started with nothing, absolutely nothing. I started below nothing. And I started growing this little plumbing company with 6 employees to now we have over 300 employees. I kept my salary down at about $50,000 a year because I invested every penny into it.
Okay, all right.
I guess Sean O'Brien knows how to respond better.
Fiction, I read them.
Can you?
What?